going on? StratSoldier here with the weekend shift, and this is it. Holy crap! This week, outside month again. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but my goodness, another outside month. That's a scenario 3 for the kids in the back. I'll show you what that is just in a second. It's been a good week. There's a lot of good trading in the oils or XLE and the energies. We told you about that. A lot of good trading in XLP and defensive names, and then some good things in gold and silver and things like that too. So, and then downside stuff. SPY 212 reversal to the downside on the 60s. Shut up. I tell you what, you keep going to QQQ, keep buying, keep trying to bottom dip the tech, please, because we are buying puts on that stuff, and you are making bank for us. So thank you so much, dip buyers, for making our week. It's been fun. The weekend shift. This is a recording. Sorry, got stuff going on this weekend. We are consistently going to keep bringing you the best content, live content, so you can be here in the chat with me. Put all your questions in the chat. I will be in the forums later on in the weekend, so I can go through all your questions. Because Rob C, you know who you are. I'm in there answering your questions all the time, and you got a lot. So far, Rob C, MVP of the forums. He's doing good. He's doing good. So let's get to it. We got a good. We got it's going to be more like a round table this episode. We got Gunny B from Alex Options out here. So shout out to the Alex Options crew. And the little known fact, we're friends in real life. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Hold on a second here. Wrong screen. Stop screen. Yep. Heck yeah. Here we go. Let's start at the beginning. Screen share. There you go. Right screen. That's the right screen. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Here are all my charts. This is TrendSpider. This is TradingView. And I am paying for this TradingView Pro and Pro Plus. And I got all 4 time frames up just like this: the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. All right. And I have all 4 time frames just up just like this, so I could see time frame continuity. And this is this gives me this is why I don't need indicators, because I know exactly where the price is going to go based on broadening formations, actual signals, and time frame continuity. And so let's go through what we do real quick. All right. So let's turn on the labels for the kids in the back. You heard me say, we believe there's only 3 ways anything can trade, right? This is SPY. Let's go to the month. All right. You heard me already say outside month. Let's click this guy. Let's take this off. All right. Because you're not ready for broadening formations yet. You're brand new. What do? We talk about there's only 3 ways anything can trade. Scenario 1. All right. Scenario 1 is an inside bar. Doesn't take out either side of the previous range. Notice this candle right here does not take out either side of this bar here. Let's mark it. Okay. Let's mark it. And let's turn our magnet on. Yep. Thanks. And there you go. Inside bar. Notice that stuck in everything in this previous range. Always comparing it to the previous candle to the left. All right. There's your inside bar. And then scenario 2, anything taken out one side of previous range, one side of the previous range is scenario 2. Here's a scenario 2 up, and not too far away, here's a scenario 2 down. All right. Takes out the bottom side of, hold on, scenario 2 down. Right here, takes out one side of the previous range right there. All right. And then scenario 3, which is what I was pointing out here. Scenario 3 takes out both sides of the previous range. All right. The top and the bottom. And that's exactly what we got going on right here in the SPY. Takes out both sides of the previous range. That means they bought it up and then they sold it down all in the same time frame. Okay. People that only look at daily charts, they don't see this. They cannot see this. All right. And they're trying to bottom pick stuff and see what's going to go to the highs and things like that. Not us, not here at the Strat, and not here at Separate Group either. We are trading reversals to the upside, and what we do is we combine these scenarios into the Strat reversals, and those become our actionable signals. So we know where to be. That's it for, that's how we do, that's what we do and how we do it. Right here, I'll have my labels on up here on the weekly chart. So far in the month, okay, everybody knows it's on any kind of news that you listen. It's on regular news that the market is going down. All right, it's an actual huge technical correction right now that they're calling it. What do we say here in the strat? All right, 3 down. You got your outside month to the downside, okay, and that went in force right at 44, 44934. All right. And here's your weeks. All right, 2-2 reversal down. It's just gonna be 2-2 continuation down on the week. All right, here's the actual reversal right here, 3-2 down, bam, and then continuation down. All right, and then here's your days. All right, that yellow arrow is Tuesday. It was a short week this week. Here's your days. Just falling down the stairs, bam, bam, bam. Look at these 60s, bam, 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 bam. Oh, I'm gonna buy the dip. Hold on. I'm going to buy the dip. It's going to be good. 2-2 reversal up. All right, cool. 2-1-2 reversal down. All right. It's been pretty good for trading. It's been really good for trading. Why? Because we know this is a 2-2 reversal back up. We're working this stuff. And then we know inside bar is starting to consolidate. And then once this thing takes out the bottom side of that 60 right there at 456, bam, take my profit. I'm out. Start working puts. Or just walk away, go do something else, go wash the dishes, go walk your dog. Because if you ain't working puts, there's no reason to be trying to get wrecked in here. Like I said, trying to bottom pick stuff. They did it again here. Here's the 60s today, 2-2 reversal back up. And then what they do? Inside, 2-1-2 down, bam, in they face, right back into full time frame continuity. Again, full time frame continuity, all the same color on all 4 time frames. All right, and that is the SPY. Diamonds, same thing. Everything's going to be looking like the futures. Look at that broadening formation. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to say to the tick. It's pretty daggone close, though. Right here, we got a little bit more room down here at 340.54, okay? Let's see if we can do it. QQQ. Oh, my goodness. QQQ. 2-2 reversal down on the month. This is going to be 2-2 continuation down on the month. Continuation down on the month. Look at these weeks. Let's make this one big. Look at these. Look at these days. Look at these hours. All right. Let's make this one big. 2-2 reversal down on the week. Started right here. December 22nd. Excuse me. December 20. Right here. June 3rd. January 3rd. January 3rd. Right at 397.29. Bam. All the way down. That was awesome. QQQ getting wrecked. That's the broader averages. You got SPY, diamonds, QQQ, VXX. I've been showing VXX just because it shows the fear in the market. As they buy puts, the stuff goes up higher. Right now, VXX all the way up into 2320. Volatility is it's getting pretty volatile out here. Okay. I don't know if it's full into contango yet and backwardation, but we're going to see. And that's where Gunny B could probably speak to that. He works options and, of course, works in Alex's Discord with Alex Options. And let's get to it. Let me turn this off here. And Gunny B, what is going on, man?
How you doing? Can you see me? Everything working?
Yeah. I think it is.
Okay. Yeah. It's been crazy out here, hasn't it? Newsflash, stuff is tanking.
Yeah,
we're taking a bath. There's a sea of red out there, right? There's no index that is untouched from this bloodbath. If you take a look at the SPY on the month, let's do that real quick. You can go ahead and pull that up on yours if you want. 4 out of the last 5 months are outside, green and red, but outside. 4 out of 5 months.
Ooh.
Look at historical SPY data. When was the last time that happened? 4 out of 5.
Yeah, you know what? Let me do this. Let me turn. Let me make this one bigger, and then we'll just look at I'll get that guy off of there. Yeah, let's keep the numbers up. SPY on the month. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3. You got 3.
Look at that.
3. Holy crap! Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is
It's crazy.
crazy.
We were freaking out. We were freaking out back in, what was it? September, October, when we had back-to-back outside months.
Yeah, I did talk about that. Yep.
Now we have 4 out of 5 last month. So yeah, it's crazy out here. It's you've got, record inflation, whatever. We're up to 7%, I think, as of December numbers when those came out earlier in the week. The Fed, they want to start tapering as soon as possible. I think the first rate hike was slated for March. At first they were talking about 3. Latest updates, they're predicting 4 in 2022. And this is something we talk about in Alex Options Discord all the time. The simultaneous wanting to taper in conjunction with rate hikes, maybe not a good idea. Maybe not a good idea for the stock market. Lots of putting scare out there. Affecting liquidity for sure. And people want to know what's going on. So every other week we've got a Fed meeting, and the market, you can tell the days that the Fed meetings are out there, there's like next to no activity. Everybody's super cautious, holding on to the money. It's almost as if futures take a pause sometimes. And then boom, the meeting starts, and then it's just mayhem. You can see it in the price action. Mayhem.
100% true. 100% true. And honestly, I was starting to wonder, does the president have to be on TV every week? Do we have to have a Fed report every week? You know what I mean? Maybe it's
crazy. So I think that started with Biden. Trump wasn't doing that. He definitely wasn't talking about the market. Not to be political or anything, but it wasn't that bad.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. But so things changed, right? We ever changing environment. Right. But yeah, why does the president, every week, and it's affecting our day trading. Gosh darn it.
Every week, or at least do it after, do it after hours. I'm gonna
do it after hours.
I'm gonna write
in the middle of the trading day, no less.
Dear Uncle Sam, please do it after hours. Anyway.
Yep. Maybe you can use your connection. Send up a smoke signal. Yeah. Get the other tanks out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
We need a break.
Yeah, tank division. We'll definitely talk about macro charts in the tank division, but yeah, that's a good point about these threes. I mean, because look at this broadening formation right now. I mean, that's pretty rough. You draw backwards from these two lines, and then these two lines here. You see that? Yeah. And the low of all of that is, the low of that is 400. I mean, if we get all the way down, if we get a 2-2, a 3-2 continuation down. The magnitude is, let's mark it. The magnitude is here. All right. 426. That's the first one. If February starts going down, there's your magnitude there. That takes out that one. So your next one's here. Your next one's here.
Yeah. We start looking back all the way into 21, taking out half of 2021.
Yeah.
That's not good for your retirement account.
No, it's not. So
better start considering putting some money in government securities or something.
Yeah, seriously. But that's why the strat is it's so awesome, because I can look at this monthly chart and go, okay, we're already outside month. There's only 3 ways anything can trade. Either it's going to open up in here, go inside. It's going to open up inside, scenario 1. It's going to go scenario 2 down. Or something crazy, we might get just like it did here. Okay, both of these 3 threes. It can go start as a 2 down and then go completely right back up, and then you got another 3, 3, 3, and or Rob says this all the time. One thing is good. One thing that's great is we know what's happening. The bad part is we know it's actually happening.
The bad part is we know what's happening. And that's the beautiful thing. So I know you're not asking about me and my trading profile.
Oh yeah, I haven't got to that. You just started.
It's honestly not important. I haven't been around long enough to where anybody really cares, right? But one thing you can know is that I've been doing this less than 2 years. And I started with the strat. We are great friends in real life. You showed me the strat right off the bat. Anytime I started to deviate and start talking about the news, I got a swift kick in the butt, redirected to the strat. And like, look, you don't have to understand the news. You really don't even have to understand like all this crazy, Fed news and the things of that nature if you understand price action. Because like you've said 100 times, like Rob has said 100 times, often the news manifests in price action before it hits the newsreel.
Yeah.
Because you got to make it to the broadcast desk and to the anchor, and then they've got to do the whole talking head bit, right? So like there's a bang to flash delay there, right? So
Yeah,
it's going to reflect in price action sooner. So watch the price, not lagging indicators.
Yeah, seriously, flash. Yeah, flash. Yeah, let's go look at. Yeah, let's. Here's one. Here's a fun one. Let's go look at was the gap list today. What was on the gap list today? Netflix on the daily. Let's look at the daily.
Let's look at Netflix.
Holy crap. Netflix. I was gonna hold off for it. I was gonna wait, but no, let's go ahead and talk about it.
You got to start with Netflix. How can you not?
No, holy crap. Look at this thing. It closed. Where did it close yesterday? Just for it's just for fun. 507.43, and then it opened up this morning at 409. At my let me turn my magnet on. I know Sarah's like, turn the magnet on. There you go. Bam. 409.34. Holy crap. Someone lost $100 in overnight. Overnight.
97.78 overnight.
Now, we're not making fun of people that I'm not making fun of the people that are they're holders, you know what I mean, and they're long-term holders. That does hurt. That hurts big time. But the people that bought into this thinking it was gonna do something crazy and beat the earnings and basically gambled into this thing.
Yep.
That's why I don't hold in the earnings, and that's why we don't talk about doing that, because it's a gamble. And even if this was good, even if this thing is green, what's it say? Surprise to the downside.
Go ahead and click those earnings. Surprise 0.50 on earnings. Under surprise negative 373. What? Oh my goodness, on revenue. Yeah. So all right. Let me talk about that for a second. I am not a financial advisor. Do not take financial advice from me. I'm the last person you want to listen to. But for my personal investment strategies and whatnot, I see a lot of these companies, because of a pandemic, because of financial assistance out there through whatever various government programs that people were able to be safe and be at home throughout a pandemic, whatever their personal decisions were. Maybe some of that excess money made it into the stock market, right? That's a plausibility, and provided additional liquidity for some of these big names, these tech companies. And what investors have seen for 2 years running now is just year over year in growth, massive growth, conditions that, stay at home conditions that help foster companies like what we're using right now, Zoom, Netflix, Peloton, right? So the market conditions that allowed these companies to just blast off are changing, they're shifting. So for me personally, a lot of these companies had maybe a little too heavy speculation to continue that growth, year over year. So maybe investor expectations need to be tempered a little bit. You can see this in the price action when the earnings report like this, and then boom. So investors decided, guess what? This stock is now worth $100 less overnight. So something to be aware of. But before that, are you okay? You're on Peloton. Let's look at Netflix real quick though. Go back to Netflix.
Yep.
Let's look at this. Go to the do the month. Yep, do the month. All right. So here's the month. You see that's a broad. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Show me your whole broadening formation.
Yep. Let me go ahead and let's draw. There we go. We got here. I was gonna say let's just redraw it, but let's see here. And this month is not over.
It's this bad and it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over yet. So honestly, you'd have to draw something funky way back here, technically speaking. For all the people that have been following me and looking at our broadening formations and how we draw them and things like that. You don't want to draw them off of something like this is not closed. You only draw them off of closed bars.
So that's good. That's a good note. That's a good note to know.
Yep. So I will draw it back here and look at this thing.
So this is this is our broadening formation, right off the bat. So we're coming off what was it? Go back 4 months. What's the top of that broadening formation? What month is that? Is that November? No, back one more. Okay, no, there it is. Yeah, it was November. So So yeah, so coming off all-time highs, and then boom, we start going to the downside, followed by a 2-2 reversal to the downside, right? So if you're an investor and you're using the strat to invest on higher time frames, you already know this is not doing so hot. And then you get an earnings report. What's that earnings report right there in January 22? Is that the one we just had?
Yep.
That's the one we just had, right?
We just had that. That was yesterday. Mm-hmm.
So you've got a 2-2 reversal coming off the top of a broadening formation. They had nonstop growth, and you get a 2-2 reversal to the downside going into earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not a safe bet. I don't want to hold that one. I'm not holding that. That one's not my self-directed IRA any longer. As soon as you 2-2 reversed up, all right, rotate out. And clearly that's what a lot of other people are deciding to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It forces everybody out. I mean, you're completely whoever's in this thing, and it drops all the way down here. Let's see here. Here's these months. Let's just say you're talking about investors, and that's and then you bought this hammer way over here. Oh man, that guy's mad. Whoever bought this 3-2 reversal up, this hammer in force right here, he had nothing. That trader, man or woman, that trader had nothing to worry about for months, all the way back in April 1st. Here's the pandemic right here, April 1st.
Pandemic.
Yep. And then here comes May, or actually that's April, but here comes April. Bam, hammer and force, 3-2 up, never comes back. Set your stops, hold them even at 329. And they had nothing to worry about. And if they didn't take this 3-2 or this 2-2 reversal down on the month back in November, okay, fine. I'm gonna, we talk about people trying to hold through triangle layouts, TTOs, and things like that.
Wouldn't advise it.
I wouldn't advise it, but let's just say they held.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, but exactly. But you see these things here, and it did come back. So let's just say they held through it. And then here comes December, you get a 2-2 continuation down. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? What are we doing here? Here's your 2-2 reversal. And then this month right here, January, you know what I mean? I need to start figuring out if I'm going to stay in this thing. And then, so the price is telling you, it's time to make a decision.
Yeah.
And
then pull a parachute.
Yeah. And then the daily told you. And if anybody wants to, go back and fact check all that crap. Here's 581 when it went 2-2 on your months. 2-2 continuation down in January, right at 581.74. Let's go to the dailies. That was January 4th. That had nothing to do with this here. This is way down here. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was telling you to do something back here in the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? And that's on the dailies. So that's what I like. Again, that's why I like the scenarios in the strat. That's why, I like looking at macro charts, monthly, weekly, quarterlies, yearlies.
Every time frame. You need them.
Every time frame, because I can see exactly what's happening. What are they really buying this thing? Are their buyers really here? And that's rough. That is rough. Netflix getting killed.
And then look at time frame continuity, man. It's a hell of a drug. Everybody should get off.
And then look at the 60s here. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, whether you trade the strat or not, whether you're in any other kind of strategy or multiple strategies, multiple time frame analysis is key. It paints the entire picture for you. That was probably I'm a little slow. It took me a little bit to get a grasp on it in the beginning. You remember, but man, is that a game changer once you finally get it?
Yeah, and just realize this is about color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna start playing a game on here pretty soon called Who's in Control, the only game show based on time frame continuity, and
the number one strat show in the world.
In the world. And I need maybe you can help me out because I need game show music. And honestly, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I'm gonna get some people in the chat, and I'm gonna flash some charts. Who's in control? And who is in control by and that's because that's what we do. We compare participants by price and time, and if it's clear, all the time frames are red. Sellers are in control. I probably just ruined my own game show right there. But anyway,
but no, say it again. You said it so fast because it's like so doctrinally ingrained in you. But I mean, it's still like it sounds like I don't know. It just sounds like doctrine, right? But you compare price or you compare participants by, say it
Price and
again,
time.
price and time. That's
we
great. That's beautiful. It's poetic.
Yeah,
Poetic.
we compare participants by price and time, and that's another thing, Rob. That Rob was able to show all of us in his live trading room, but and just trading in general. Like he asks you, how much time do I have on this? Is this a weekly signal? Is this a monthly signal? Is this a 60? You know what I mean? Right here. Let's just say these 60s right here. Someone's trying to bottom pick. People were trying to bottom pick here. Netflix on the 60s right here. 212 reversal back up. All right, and the magnitudes only take out this guy, from 399 up to 405. That's it. People are trying to grab this thing and then hold it, and they think it's gonna, you know what I mean. But for a 212 reversal on the 60, how much time do I have on this? Okay, I got the flip coming. Am I, you know what I mean? The bottom of the hour is coming, the flip. Do I have, I got 15 minutes left on this. I got 45 minutes, hopefully I catch it at the beginning of the hour. So I have the entire hour to work this thing. Or, or am I buying this 10 minutes before this reversal is over? Because after this reversal ends, this thing has to keep going. You notice this next bar opens up inside. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That wouldn't do any favors.
Yeah. Not doing any favors there. So, and then this, so even here, you got your inside down, 2 down, inside down. So inside and down on Netflix, right between 1:30, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then again, how much time do I have on this? Here's my magnitude. Okay. And where did I get in on this? I start shorting this thing, and then, okay, here's 3:30. Here's the last hour of the day. What am I, and then this thing starts reversing back up. You know what I mean? And you didn't take your magnitude here. You know what I mean? They didn't take magnitude, but you wouldn't took profits. If you didn't know to take profits, you know what I mean? You would have got wrecked. You know what I mean? You'd be in a loser. And everybody be asking you, how did you
riggedy wrecked?
Yeah. How do you lose? Yeah. And people asking you, how did you lose on puts on Netflix? Oh, I was, and then, this and that. So anyway, now you're trying to explain your loser at the water cooler, but that's not what we do. That's not what we do. So anyway, again, we compare participants by price and time. So
can I talk about puts on Netflix for a minute?
I'll
give you the old option analysis real quick. So
go ahead.
So yeah, if you would have swung puts into earnings on Netflix, depending on what strike price you were in, you were anywhere from upwards of 1,600% on the day up to, looks like, a high of 27%, depending on the strike. So the 420 put went 2,700%. The 415 went 26. The 410 went 2,100. The 405 went 1,600. If you would have swung those into earnings.
Wow.
Yeah. So, wow. But I mean, and that's one of those things when, so we talk about this kind of stuff going into options. We talk about intrinsic value and risk analysis and risk to reward ratios and things of that nature. So you're looking at Netflix on these time frames. You're comparing participants by price and time. You've got a pretty good idea that, like, going into earnings, Netflix's valuation, maybe it's not so hot, and maybe there's something going on there. And then obviously, like, people are coming back to work. That whole stay-at-home model is shifting. These are all things that you can, take into account, when making a decision like that. And if somebody did, it paid off. I didn't see nobody in our Discord. I didn't see anybody talking about swinging puts on Netflix. But man, if they would have. What did the price start at? Let me see what the opening price was. Let me see.
The opening price from yesterday or today or this?
No,
morning?
The opening price of a put for example, the 420 put.
Yeah.
I don't have.
I just did this whole thing about don't buy into the earnings, and now you're showing an example of why you should swing into the earnings.
No. I'm just.
This is like one of those.
These are calculated
anti-drug commercials, and you make the drug sound so good, and then the guys are like, "Oh, this is amazing."
No, don't. No. Hey, we've got a lot of people in the Discord. I'm not trying to plug it here. There's a lot of people in here. Not a single person swung into the earnings, right? I'm just telling you, they didn't. But that, if you did, you would.
No, it's good. No, because people are doing that, and people are doing certain things. So yeah, there are people that did buy puts into this. Even if it was like the crappy who bought the 360? Who looked at the broadening formation and said, okay, what's the bottom of the broadening formation and bought some freaking lotto thing way down here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can buy puts in that. But
yeah, so shout out to Fico Jordan. He kind of changes his name every now and again, but he put something out there. He's another stratter. He put something out there. He's like, if you're playing lottos, you're doing it wrong. Like we don't do that lotto stuff in the game. Not crazy lotto stuff, right? You something on a zero expiration that's a little different. But if you're lottoing your money in the market, why? Get a different strategy.
Yeah, it
There's no
be a
need
gamble.
for it.
Yeah, shouldn't be a gamble.
Stop gambling.
Yeah, seriously. What do you so you do work options? When you do work options, do you usually buy your options at the magnitude, or where do you like to buy your options when you do? So
we get this is probably the most common question I get from mid-level, entry-level stratters that are starting to try to apply the strat to options is, how do you pick your strikes? So again, based on intrinsic value, I typically look for something at the money early in the week. If I'm playing weeklies, the closer it gets to the end of the week, it gets a lot more risky there, less bang for your buck. But especially something early in the week that's like really close to triggering, especially if that trigger is close to switching time frame continuity into my favor. That's the best setup I could possibly go for, the best circumstance. But so how do I pick a strike? Is I'll usually take something either at the money or close to the money, close to my trigger, and I pick my strike price is going to be in between my trigger and my first level of magnitude. And so magnitudes can be really tight sometimes, especially depending on what time frame you're playing your trigger on. If you're playing a 60 trigger, your magnitude might be 60 cents. It might be less than that. So typically I'm looking for a weekly signal, a weekly trigger, something to maybe go 2-1-2 or a 2-2 reverse. Rev strats have become some of my favorites, and then especially the good old 3-2 that we just recently started kind of talking about. Didn't realize that there was controversy or misunderstanding around that one, because I just been throwing it out there, but Sarah was real great at just kind of pinpointing, like, look, if the 3 and the 2 are different colors, it's a reversal. So those have been doing really well, because like you pointed out, it's usually indicative of a expansion of the broadening formation. And so if that happens, typically it's got good volume behind it and you get a good move out of it. So definitely my strike price is in between my trigger and my magnitude. And if that depending on the ticker, that could be really expensive, and I'm just not going to play that ticker. But what's really cool about the strat, one of my favorite things to point out, I don't think the last time we talked about this was like maybe a year ago, when you and I were just kind of doing a stream. But typically what you'll see is when a particular ticker or even a market is either in an upswing or a downturn, and you're anticipating a reversal based on price action, that put or that call that is going to reverse on whatever the trend was, like typically the overall market wasn't anticipating those, and that strike price would be a bit cheaper. So CAT back last year, I was real vocal about CAT when it took a dive off of all-time highs. Those puts were so cheap. I just kept snagging them up day after day after day, and they just kept paying out and paying out and paying out. And then it eventually hit, where it wanted to start trying to reverse and come back up, and it's been pretty boring ever since. But man, I'll never forget that.
That's awesome, man. That was great. You're getting pretty good. You're getting really good. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Cat Tractor. I remember talking about Cat.
Oh, wait.
What do you got? Oh my gosh, he's got the the Cat Tractor hat.
Got the hat.
Heck yeah. You can go back to I think it was episode 8. I was wearing a Cat Tractor hoodie for my boy out here, Gunny B. Now he's on the show. Cat Tractor.
I'm not making enough to go buy me a cat skid steer or anything like that, but I got the hat. I at least got the hat.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cat Tractor at the top of the broadening formation was 246.69, and then just started falling downstairs. I like to say, Sarah's got her pivot machine gun. I like to say falling down the stairs. Bam, 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 bam. Just
I like them both.
That's hilarious.
I don't think I've heard you say falling down the stairs yet, so I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Right here is cat tractor. Outside week to the downside. A lot of
Yeah.
things looking like the futures, but
Yeah. Go
cat
to the day on this one real quick. Earlier,
yeah.
I hadn't checked in on this one. Oh no, what happened? I lost my monitors. There we go. Yeah, the day was looking better than that earlier. Yep, it doesn't look so hot anymore.
Yep. But then but this is great though. So you're a guy that only trades cat tractor. Let's just say you are, okay? And these dailies, you got 2-2, so that's 2-2 continuation. I would still work that. But anyway, you got a hammer and force right here, 2-2 reversal back up. Hammer and force, January 12th, and you are in, okay?
Yep.
And you're working this joker, and you keep just set your stop. You know, you put your stops down here. Let's make it red for just for funsies, and you're working. This, of course, this is easier to do with common, and you're in. And then you get, once it gets way up in here, you set your stops even, and then you start walking your stops up the days. And then if you did that 2-2 reversal back down, you get stopped out with profit. And that's pretty good. The number, depending on your size and what you put on, and if you're just an everyday trader and you only got a few shares, that's still pretty good. You got in on a reversal, created a winning position, and defended it with tight stops. And then whether you added in here or not, you still got stopped out with profit when everybody else got wrecked. And then if you're good at options, and I like what you're doing too, buying a strike through the magnitude. So example, I think so I get this right. Let's just say our magnitude for this 2-2 reversal is right here at 20, 22, 23 is the magnitude on that. So you would probably find something in here at like 25. So it completely goes through that.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that's what it is. Like I want my option to blow past my strike price, because anybody who's familiar with options knows that as soon as you get in the money, whatever that Chinese arithmetic kicks in, and then you start really profiting.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's make it. What color should we make it? Let's make it purple. Your option is going to be purple. Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. Yeah, worked it all the way up here, and then 2-2 reversal back to the downside. Get a put at 25, because it's going to get through that. I mean, here's the magnitude of 23. It's got to get to 25 before it can get to 23. That makes sense. And then if it gets down here, if it gets down here and starts reversing back up, which we've seen a lot, which is it'll touch magnitude and then come right back up, or not even get to magnitude and starts reversing. You can still, okay, yeah, I'm still at a profit. So, and then take it. So
that's the kind of day that really gets you hooked on options right there. You pick a good strike, it hits it, and then just keeps going and blows right past it. Man, that's the kind of stuff that gets you hooked. And that's the kind of stuff that got me hooked right there. And then it's one of those things too, like you see how small that wick is on the bottom of that bar. And then you've got a good continuity shift there. You take a look around at what the rest of the market's doing. You take a look at what's the rest of the Dow doing. Yep. Do I swing this option? Do I go for another day? Is it worth it? What day was that? That was the 19th. What day was the 19th? Was Wednesday. So maybe
pick a day. Goodness gracious. Here's the Dow on the dailies. Pick a day. Good Lord.
Pick a day.
I'm just saying it's all going to the downside. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. And let's zoom out a little bit and let's take a look at the broadening formation on the diamonds. Yeah. There we go. I mean, we got a ways to go before we can start anticipating any kind of reversal.
Yeah.
So since that pivot discussion with Jam, do you include the pivots into the show? Do you want to pop those on, or do you just want to keep moving?
What I will do, we're going to go through some tickers here real quick.
Okay.
Yes, what I will do is since Jam Trades show, which is a great show. What number was that? I want to say 16, episode 16.
16 episodes already. Wow.
Yeah,
you guys are putting in work at Sepia Group.
This is episode 19. We're not going to stop. Heck yeah, we're not going to stop. Here's the pivots on the week. So what I will do is I have some guys in here. It's called Pivot Point Standard. Okay, in Trading View, and there's Pivot Point Standard updated. Okay, I'm sorry. But what I do is what I like to do, and I like to help new traders. Especially with the strat is here's my broadening formation. Okay, I'm going to draw it crazy back like this. and then let's, because I want to give us something to actually gauge and look at. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I got a video coming out where I can help you be more streamlined and efficient with your trading view drawings.
No, I'll keep doing like this.
I prefer
I will.
way.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But here's a weekly pivots. Okay, here's the pivots on the week. The center pivot is the center pivot is starts the week. Okay, so that's that bases everything on the week. I can do dailies. You can do dailies as well. Sometimes I will look at dailies, but for the week, especially being working commons, and I can't look at the charts every day. I'm looking to trade reversals for the week and keep it all week. Okay. So you can see here's the center pivot. So what I do is I show people, here's the broadening formation. And then, so here's the weekly pivots. I'm not telling you to buy S1, S2. I'm not telling you to short at R1 or anything like that. I'm saying, here's the broadening formation. If you're having a hard time seeing the reversals and where they go and how to work them and where to set your entries and where to set your stops, here is a tool that can help you. And with these pivots, so I see this more like 10-yard lines on a football field. Okay, and all right, so here's S1. All right, here's the line of scrimmage for me is usually right here, the center pivot, but all the price action is here. So the question is, if this is my line of scrimmage and we hike the ball, is this thing going to start reversing up or is it going to come down? These are the 60s, and you can see clearly it never got past this line here.
5 times it failed that pivot.
That's right. And
it never want to know about it, as we say.
Yeah, it never, even if right here, this 2-2 reversal back up, if it was going to do it, 2-2 reversal back up, here's your magnitude right here. Now, see, I'm going to turn this off because a stratter, pure stratter is going to look at this and go, okay, 2-2 reversal back up on the right here. And the magnitude is up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to work this, but if it didn't hit magnitude, I'm going to cut it. You know what I mean? Or, once it hits magnitude, I'm going to take profit. It depends on what you're doing and how you do it. But then the next 60 opens up inside, it starts coming down. All right. And then starts falling all the way back down here. So, it's easier. And so a stratter would have their stops in, they get stopped out, done. Game over. So with that trade, but with these pivot points, it's okay. It did the reversal. I take this reversal here. All right. Did I get past the line of scrimmage? No, the next 60 opened up and it started going down. Now, a brand new trader or a brand new stratter that has no idea what, they're still learning. All right. I didn't get past the line of scrimmage. I didn't get the magnitude. I need to cut this thing. Okay. And then here comes your 2-1-2 reversal back down. Okay. And then it comes all the way back down. Here's your shooter. Enforce all the way back down to the S2 pivot. Okay. So that's what I like to do. And if you're short and stuff and it's 2-1-2 down, that also gives you a reason to hold it, and work it all the way down to this pivot right here. That's what I like to do with it. Again, here, 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s right here at 930. Okay. 2-2 reversal back up, goes in force at 352. Bam, I got the ball. And 2-2 reversal back up. All right. And my goal, my magnitude is right here. All right. Next 60 opens, and I'm in it. Here's the first down. Let's just say the S1 is the first down. And
first down. I like it.
I'm trying to get the first down. That's all I want. And once it gets all the way up in here, the next 60 opens up and starts dropping in, cut it. Okay.
Take profit. New play. Take profit.
New play. And
playing put.
That's right. And start playing that put. If you're good at options, it's time to start working puts. And here, I'll put purple line let's make it yellow so people can see it. And then so you got your 2-1-2 reversal down. Again, if I'm working puts, here's my, now we're going back the other way. Here's my first down for back the other way. Okay.
But just like you say, this is just, I want to hone in on what you said earlier. Too. It's like you're not closing your position just because you hit a pivot just for the sake of hitting a pivot, right? Like you're still playing price action, but you're using pivots to be aware of continuity and space and time, right? And price action, all that stuff, so that you can maybe start looking for a reversal on a lower time frame in and around that pivot level. But unless the price action, that whatever time frame that you're playing and working on, presents a setup, game on, game's still going. And then additionally, looking at this, I mean, like go up just a little bit higher to the left on that. You've got higher time frame to the downside in your favor. So there's your confidence to hold your position on your put.
Yeah, exactly. We can even put that on it. Yeah. So you're looking at this, and you got your weekly charts. Here's your weeks over here. Oh, nope, that's a day. Should flip it over the weeks. Yeah, I got this big nasty thing, 2-2 continuation down, and I'm trying to work a put. I'm trying to work a put here. I'm already 2 down on the day. It's blood red here. You know what I mean? I got all the confidence in the world, and it's 2 down on the month. I got all the confidence in the world, full time frame continuity to the downside. So that is a lot of crap on the chart. I know Rob's probably like, and a lot of people are like, oh gosh, I can't believe, how are you going to work with all that stuff on your charts? It's just a tool.
It gets worse than that.
Yeah, people get, So it's just a tool. So it's just a tool that you can use to see it. And then,
and this is not an indicator. They don't move. They don't change.
No, correct. They don't change. And then even here with these weekly pivots, here's the week. You had all reason to hold this to swing this thing. You had all reason, even here, you could have took here's my first down. I got second down, 2-2 reversal back up. I'm taking the profit. I'm not going to fool around with this. Or, if you're crazy, you know what I mean? Everything's full-time. Here's full-time frame continuity to the downside. I take my profit here. Now I get back in, you know what I mean? Exactly. And work it all the way back down here. So that's what I like to use these for, just to try to give somebody, like I said, it gives you something like Jam Trade said, it gives you, kind of reference points within the broadening formation to look at. And not necessarily, again, not telling you to buy the center pivot or short the S1 or nothing like that. I mean, look, here's the S1 pivot. Oh, I'm going to buy S1 pivot because that's where it's at. But what did it do? Oh, geez. You know what I mean?
Oh, geez. Oh, geez, Rick.
Oh, geez. So yeah, again, that's not why I use it. I just want it's just easy to show the reversals on this thing. Not saying It's going down there. It's just, like I said, we're trying to take the ball to the first down. After I get first down, then we'll make a decision. Are we going to keep playing, or are we going to take my ball and go home? That's why. So that's how I've been using the puts. I don't know. You got quarterlies. Here's the quarterly. So I've been looking at quarterlies just for funsies.
On the 60.
Yeah, I'm talking. This is the quarterly pivot right here.
Oh, the quarterly pivot. Okay.
Yeah, quarterly pivot. So I've been looking at those. I'll put them on and look at weeks and things like that, and see what's going on within that. Kind of messy. This is all like after hours stuff. There's your center pivot on the quarterly for diamonds. And
you're looking at quarterlies. You're an investor, not a trader.
Me?
That's my joke. But get some sound effects.
Oh man.
All right, we beat that horse to death.
Let's did. Moving on. Oh my gosh, beat it to death. All right, let's go through some tickers real quick. Let's go through some tickers.
You want to talk about what's green? What's actually green in the market? What Friday give us?
I was going to go through Rob's list from last week. Let's look at some good ones. What I've been doing is SLB slob in oils XLE. Okay, this is what I've been working right here. All right, this is what I've been working. Why? Because it's 2-1-2 reversal to the upside on the year. Okay, still in force. Not barely. Okay, give me some pennies. Give me some pennies on Monday. Yeah, put it back in force. But 2-1-2 reversal back up on the year. Here's your 2-2 continuation up on the quarterlies. But yeah, these weeklies. This is where I've been hanging out at, is slob in the oils. They've been buying them up, and also I've been working at CVX. Been working this guy too.
Energy's been doing good.
Yeah, energy's working awesome. And you got some other energy stuff from Rob's last week. SPX. PSX. Here's your weeklies. Now it started coming back in, reversing back down on these dailies. The entire market started doing that. But look at that. Too easy. Go long here. 2-2 reversal back up. 322 back up on the dailies, and then but there's a clear indication 2-2 reversal back down right after 87. I mean, you got in at 73, you get out at 87, you got earnings coming up anyway. Take the profit, walk, wait for it to reversal back up into one of these higher, back into the green in the higher time frame. 2-1-2 reversal back up in the quarterlies, waiting for that to go back in force. So that's what I've been doing, is sitting in the energies.
But that play right there, you went back to what was that, back early December, or was that late December?
What are you talking about?
The last ticker you were just looking at. Sorry, I missed it. What was it?
SLB?
Was that CSX that you were doing? Go back to CSX.
CVXX, Chevron.
On the day or the week.
Yep, week at least.
Okay.
Yep. You're talking about PSX?
PSX. Phillips 66.
Phillips 66 on the dailies right here. There's your weeklies on the dailies right here. Yep, December 31st. So this 2-2 reversal would have been right here, right at January 3rd. Opening day, new year, very first day. Bam, $72.
So we see that. We see energies going up. We XLE in the S&P 500. Energies going up. XLK is going down. Is that sector rotation? Maybe anybody?
Yeah. So what I like to do is I like to go to the broader averages, and I did go do a bonus video for people in StratSoldier group and go through the broader averages there. On the year, XLK still inside, opening up inside year. Okay, XLU opening up inside year. XLE 2-1-2 reversal to the upside. XLE on the year. If you
knew nothing else about the economy,
on the year.
If you knew nothing else about the economy, that's a 2-1-2 in that entire sector.
Yeah, the entire sector. Pick one.
Put your money there.
Yeah.
Pick the green sector. Yeah.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. You want to buy something, go where the buyers are. You know where the buyers are not? They're not in Labu. Okay.
Yeah.
3-2-2 to the downside. XLV inside opening up, healthcare opening up inside year. XRT again, handily inside year. It's way down here, handily inside year. And then XLP, opening up 2 up, but then coming in slightly. And then you got gold inside year, handily. A lot of people are trying to trade things like that. That again, if you're an investor in something like that, and the next year opens up inside like that, the price is stuck. Okay, it's got to get above here. It's got to. So that's what I like to do, and this works for the dailies too. If I want to know where to go for the day, I go and I want to buy something. I look for the sector that has green. Let's go through some tickers on the week from Rob's weekend vid that he puts out every day, every weekend on StratSoldier Group. Apple 2-2 reverse continuation to the downside. Apple still puking. Took out all these guys all the way down here. Let's see what they do for next week. No actionable signals for next week. ACLS, we were actually looking for this to go 2-2 reversal back up. It did not. 2-2 continuation down. Holy crap. And then ACN, my goodness, still going. How do I know to get out? How do I know to, if I want to get something, if I want to get puts on something, go work puts on something that's already getting beat up. Okay. 2-2 reversal down on the week, started here at the beginning of the year. And then, you got your continuation weeks. And when the market is down, go get puts on something that's already getting beat up. It's already beat up. It's,
get you inside a time frame continuity with that put.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I like that. Large order of time frame continuity. Heck yeah. ADI, analog devices. We're actually looking for this thing to go to 3-2-2 back up. Did it do it? No. This is red. People will see charts like this and they tweet me and they say, this is bullish, right? That's a negative, Ghost Rider. That the negative.
Get the strat, get the cheat sheet with the strat setups. You tell me.
Yeah, you tell me. And then even then, you don't even need red means sell. Red means they're selling it, people. Okay.
Especially when it's solid red.
Yeah, no crap. AK or ALKS. All right. Out. So it was close to going outside a week. I almost said it. It's got earnings coming up. We're actually looking for some 2-2 continuation. It did do that. Drop it down to the dailies. You can see here they were buying it up. They were trying really hard, and then 2-2 reversal back down. Okay, you can see that clearly. AMD analog devices. We were looking. If we said if it's going to go, it's going to go right here at 140, 140.43. If it's going to be 2-2 reversal back up on the week, did it do it? No, that is a big no. Amazon getting wrecked. Amazon getting wrecked off the top of the Brogdon formation here. Again, if it was going to reverse back up, it would have did it at 3,336. Who's got Amazon money? Yeah. You got Amazon money?
I'll be honest with you. When I saw this bar, I had to go check the news. I thought Jeff Bezos crashed or something. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Did we lose him in space? Is that what happened?
Right.
Let's go to the year. 2-2 reversal down on the year. Amazon. 2-2 reversal back down on the year. The magnitude is 1628. Is it going to do all that? I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what the magnitude is.
I'm back, Jeff.
Oh my goodness. Talk to me next. Actually, these are yearly charts. Talk to me next year. We'll see what happens. But
next year.
Well, we got all years. We'll talk to you at the end of the year. This will be a fun episode to look back at all these charts we looked at the end of the year. What happened with Amazon?
Yeah, is this still January? Yeah, definitely. I definitely have me back. Have me back in.
That'd be cool.
In January 23. Year in review.
Heck yeah. Year in review. Let's go back to the weekly charts. I digress. AON 2-2 continuation down again. The entire market's down. Go work something that's already getting beat up. APA with the energies. We were looking for some 2-2 continuation. Okay, if you got in here, 2-2 reversal up. We were looking for some more. There are people asking me in the chat, in the forums, and also on Twitter. There's things on here Rob's putting in here that are not reversals on the week. I understand that. That's where the buyers are. Okay, and it's the beginning of the year. That's where the buyers are. So you would have to drop down to a lower time frame on the daily or the 60s and look for a reversal back into the green. 2-2 reversal right here, January 10th, 11th. You could have worked that. 3-2. That would have made me mad right here. 3-2 up, and then, but at the same time, the strat tells me, all right, if I'm taking a reversal and this thing goes 3-2 up, and then what did it do on the 60s? What did it do on the 60s here? And it starts coming in. I got the price, 2-1-2 reversal up on these 60s. Awesome. And then the price comes all up here, and then it starts selling. I know to take my profit. This trade's not working. This trade's not working. So color does matter. I see people change their color, their candles to either all red or all green or like blue and yellow and all these other crazy things. I think the color matters. I really do. And
I think those people are colorblind.
Yeah, they could be too. I could be talking to a specific group of traders, but I think if you take a reversal and it goes to the upside, but then it starts selling immediately, goes red down. I mean, that they're selling it. You know what I mean? There's no reason to hold that. Just cut it. You can wait and see what, if it's going to reverse up, but if it, don't let it become a loser, really big loser is what I'm saying. Activision on the week. Let me go to the week's big. This was awesome. Whoever bought this thing down here.
I know one guy who played the news on this. 2,000%.
That's awesome.
2,000% swing. He took $65 calls, and I mean, even on the day, that played off an outside hammer. So it's within strat. It was a strat setup.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd say
right for him.
Ref strat on the dailies right here, right at 65.17, and then I'm totally that's a daily signal too. And you're in, and then the next day it explodes like that. Holy crap! What was the 60s? What were the 60s looking like that before it did that? Oh, geez, 2-2 reversal back up, right? 2-1-2, 2-1-2 reversal back up. You're in. Okay.
Not that you would have taken that looking at all the prior price action, but
Yeah. That's
it's
true.
pretty flat and boring.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty flat and boring.
But
And
knowing, but anticipating some news, take the news and couple it with a strat setup. Boom.
oh, I like it. That's right. That's right. If it all lines up, do it. Do
Yeah.
it. And then so the guy who's been getting chopped up in here or just took the news, because that's a good 2-1-2 reversal back up on the 60s. And right here, beginning of the day, that's not, you're in your winning position, never got stopped out. And then the very next day opens up way up here at 85. That's pretty cool. It opened up at 86. That's pretty cool. That'd have been great.
That would have made that could make your year right there.
Yeah. And then it didn't really die. Look at these 60s. It didn't really die.
Yeah.
I mean, 2-1-2 reversal down, and then that's it. Just kind of hung around up there. So
Activision's this one's pretty interesting. You got the rest of the market just killing off, and people bought into this one. This is a merger. Microsoft is slated to buy Activision at $95 a share. So, this price is in between there, but yeah, so people are hanging on to this one. This is one I'd be very careful on. Whether you're in on this one on commons or you're going to try and continue to play calls up to 95 or something, because that's what Microsoft is going to take it for. I'd be careful on this one, because these mergers, Sony might sue these guys for what is that, antitrust, because Sony wants to keep their hands on whatever, I don't know, Call of Duty or whatever. Just be careful on this one.
I like that. Look at that. Bringing the news into the weekend shift. Look at you, Gunny B, reading the news. Heck yeah.
I spent a lot of time in the bathroom, so.
Oh, geez.
Read the news.
Geez. You were so professional all the way up until right there. No. Boeing doing what Boeing does, going to the downside, on the outside week to the downside. We're actually looking for some continuation up on this. Boeing, because it was 2-2 reversal up on the month. I had 2-2 reversal back up on the month. I had some people asking about this. I said, okay, it's 2-2 reversal back up on the month. You can get some good this could be a possible pivot machine gun on the monthly. You know what I mean? But I also showed them the year. All right. I showed them the year, Boeing inside year, handily, and stuck in this mother bar. Handily. And you look at this, stuck.
Mother bar problems.
Yeah, these are yearly charts. People looking at dailies can't see this.
Like Boeing put all their stock in an airplane and just hit the autopilot button.
Yeah, and the plane ain't flying well. I don't know.
Nah.
But no, Boeing does what Boeing do. Go to the downside. So shooter and force, you could have worked some stuff 2-2 reversal back in here. This was good. And then you had some shares, you had some calls, work it kill it till it's dead. 2-2 reversal back down on the dailies, these dailies, and that's good for you. Work puts if you want to, but if not, if you're not into that, stay out. You're good. You don't have to get wrecked. You don't have to hold through all this and, you know what I mean, wonder if it's going to come back up. Okay, we don't play that game. BNTX, more downside. Give me the week. Momo shooter in force. That's a Momo shooter in force to the downside, getting wrecked. Biotech. Citigroup, 2-2 reversal back down on the week. That's easy to see. Cat Tractor, we're actually looking for Momo hammer to go in force here. It did go in force, but we all know scenario 2 can go 3, and that's what it did here. Scenario outside week to the downside.
Earnings next Friday, 28th.
Earnings next Friday. Forming a shooter on the month. It's not there yet. They ain't closed yet, but we'll see what they do on them earnings. We already talked about it showing up in the price first, right? Yep. We will see. 2-2 reversal back down on Carnival Cruise. Nobody's getting on a cruise anymore. Dude, check. We've been watching. Here we go. Checkpoint.
Tickets, please.
Yeah, we've been watching this one. 3-2-2. Looking for some more continuation. They kind of brought it back down on these dailies. Kind of messy here, but this one's a good one. 2-2 reversal back up on the month through these guys here. Bam, 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 bam. That's a good one. So we're looking at checkpoint. CLR Continental Resources. That almost went outside. That almost looks like a 3, but it's not. It went 2 up and then just died. I mean, even though this didn't, that probably would have stopped you out somewhere in here in these dailies. Yep, right here. You could have got in here, 2 up, worked it. You know, it's just nasty. But I was going to try to show you where you can work it in here and then cut it there, but that's just gross. CLR, grossness. 2-2 reversal, most things 2-2 reversal back down. I mean, we were looking for some upside stuff. Out COF, capital 1, outside weak. I mean, the list, it all just Costco. Look at this. We were looking at Costco continues to the downside. Let me go through this. There are 60 plus stocks in here. AT&T, oh my goodness, grandpappy stock. You want to talk about grandpa stock? This is great grandpappy coming in a little bit. You want to see something funny on the year? Okay, check this out. I drew a broadening formation on AT&T on the year last year. Let's see what it did, because someone told me AT&T, 5G, all that crap, going to 59. Here's your broadening formation on the year, AT&T. Here we are right here. And here from this point to this point, okay, there's your compound outside bar. Would you agree with that, Gunny B?
Yeah.
All right, there's your compound outside bar. And let's just, after this point here, right after 1813, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years trading in the same mother bar. Talk to me about mother bar problems. Talk to me about mother bar problems.
This stock, this mother bar is older than most of our followers on Twitter, man.
Oh my gosh, who bought this thing in 2003 and they're still trying to get their money back? Goodness gracious, who bought this at 59 in 2099? Party like it's 1999, and that was the last time they partied with AT&T.
That's the last time.
Goodness gracious, ET phone home. This thing is stuck.
They need to skip 5G and just go straight to like 6, 7, or 8. They need a boost.
This is a 2G dumb phone. They ain't got no 5G. Oh, AT&T. Anyway, I thought that was
how corny are we?
19 years. All right. It's getting to the point. Tesla on the week, 2-2 reversal, 2-2 continuation down. All right. That's that. Ouch. Okay. I'm not seeing any, honestly, I'm not seeing any actionable signals for next week. You got a shooter here, VMW right here. But I mean, going through this list, I'm not seeing any kind of, I'm looking mostly 2-2 continuations down. Look at that. WWE, that was on there just for funsies. And look at that. Golly, almost outside week.
If you want to keep having fun, you better get short. Learn how to play the downside.
Yeah. Learn it. Yeah. Even MasterCard inside week. So let's go back to the SPY real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. SPY, we're going to wrap it up, but SPY, closer to going to the downside. And then again, there's only 3 ways anything can trade, scenario 1, 2, or 3. So if it doesn't go 2 down, okay, 2 continuation down on the week, the only other 2 possibilities is it goes inside bar on the week, or it goes 2 down and then completely takes out this bar here. And we've seen the dip buyers are not stepping up. And if they are, they're getting wrecked in this thing. I was listening to Bloomberg on the way home, and they're talking about this thing is sell the rip. That's what they're doing right now. Sell the rip. And I'm not saying that's going to keep continuing, but with this volatility, every 60 is like a brand new day to us. Every 60-minute bar. And so we're working those. And when the 60 is green, I'm going to anything that's 2 up, that's taken out yesterday's highs. If the SPY is red on the 60, I'm going to anything taking out yesterday's lows. And here's the reason why. The probability is higher that stock's going to be going down to but then you got, again, color matters. Don't go in there and start shorting stuff that is clearly going to the upside. Okay. Have actionable signals to the, in the direction that you want. And it's tough. I mean, look at these again, look at the months. Look at the months. This is why trading's been hard. And the people that started trading in 2020, you need some place to go. We will help you out here at Sepia Group. Okay. We will help you out. And then Gunny B, you'll talk about Alex options just in a second. Just give me a second.
I'll just give you a safety brief. If you're going to trade with a buddy. Trade with
a buddy. I love it.
Drink with water. Buddy. It doesn't get mentioned very often anymore. At least I don't hear it. But one of Rob's big mantras was trading with a buddy. One guy's confirming setups. One guy's taking trades. Not necessarily saying you got to go find a trade room and sit next to somebody, but find a system that's got a following. Clearly, it works. Yeah. I won't plug anything else. You guys follow Cyberdog on Twitter. I'll hang out with them. You'll see me. You'll see Alex out there. You'll see Sarah. We all interact with each other. Come on, hang out. Ask questions.
Yeah. And honestly, trading with a buddy, I like that. I love that. Trade with a buddy because it's true. And if I take a 60, if I take a 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s, I got a buddy next to me that goes, dude, this thing is outside month. What are you doing?
Yeah. You know what I mean? You need that sometimes. Yeah. We all have a bias. That we've got to beat and overcome. Nothing like some little tough love from your buddy slapping you in the back of the head saying, no, you do not have time frame continuity.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you're staring at this thing and it's losing, you got your buddy there telling you, cut that thing. It's a loser. Cut it. And how many phone calls in the last year? I'm like, hey man, I'm in this. And you're like, why are you doing it? Tell me why you took that trade. Yeah. And there was a couple of weeks, for weeks. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't answer it. I would get mad. I'd get flustered. This is like a year and a half ago. And then it got to the point where like, this is why I did it. And I'm like, this is so easy to explain once you know the strat. That's right. That's right. That's right. And trade with a buddy. And that's what we do with Rob. And that's what we do in Alex Options. It's awesome. And it's fun. So right now, if you want to get into Sepia Group right now, get 3 full months of Rob Smith, live trading room with Rob Smith. I'm in there. You got a bunch of guys in there from that, a bunch of great traders in there, great community. We all work together. You got 3 months. Okay. This will give you 3 months of Rob Smith, and then that'll give you 12 power hours with Rob, where he teaches the strat live. StratSoldier 2022. Okay. StratSoldier 2022. That's your promo code. Get in there, learn the strat with us. And we're going to guide you through all this hard stuff. Okay. It is tough. Okay. It is very tough, but we're here with you. We're going to encourage you. And we're not going to let you hold losers. Okay. We're not going to let you get in the stuff that's not going to work. Okay. And Rob will be there. Just like Gunny B said, Rob does it all the time. Why are you in this? What's your actionable signal? Why did you get in on this? So, and that's why we're there, so that we're a community. We're all working together, and it's awesome. So StratSoldier 2022, 3 full months, Rob Smith. Okay. Get in there and check out Michael Dang. Also in the forums, here's something special. Sepia Group wanted me to put out. You do not have to be active member to be in the forums. Okay. Just sign up and register, and then you're in the forums. Okay. The forums are free. A lot of good information in there. Again, Sepia Group, all things strat. We're good. All things strat, Sepia Group. If it's about the strat, we're putting it in there. Rob's epic poem, it's in the forums. All the stuff I put out, it's in the forums. And I'm in there answering questions. I'm in there working with everybody in there, and we have a good time too. And we also got Sepia Social in Sepia Group, where we get to chat and all that stuff and have fun. And you don't have to worry about the market closing and all your Twitter buddies turn into politicians and all that stuff. There's a place for it. And it happens. But so anyway, StratSoldier 2022, 3 full months with Rob. That'll take you through earnings. That'll take you just a little bit past it, and you'll know where to go. Okay. For example, today we were going to XLP. we were buying Mondelez, we were buying cheese ketchup, Heinz ketchup. We're going to things where we're going to where the buyers are. Okay. And then we were shorting stuff where they're shorting, Peloton to the lows. And then that was yesterday. And then today, 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s because there are people buying the bot, trying to buy the dip and things like that. If it lines up what we're doing, and there is a definite reversal, the 60s and the daily do match. Where I was going to tell you, get in there, work some stuff, make some money. And if you're in TrendSpider and you want to try TrendSpider for a 25% discount, you can try put in a StratSoldier. That'll give you 25% off TrendSpider if you want to try them for a while. Rob Smith's also with TrendSpider as well. We're gonna do some good stuff on here. Trading View. We're gonna try and show some charts on that with in here and set up your group. That'll be in some upcoming shows. That's it. That's it for me. Gunny, you got anything else, man?
No.
You got anything? You got anything?
Thanks for having me on. I enjoyed it. Hope to do it again. I wasn't your first guest. I kind of, as your real world best friend, I kind of take offense to that. But there's one more thing we can do. I could be the most reoccurring guest. Talk to Sepia. Let's make it happen.
That'd be cool. Yeah, seriously, it'd be good. And it's just a round table. It's awesome. I like it. That'd be nice to get 3 or 4 people on here too and have fun. And
Sure.
Gunny B, Alex Options. You guys do anything over there? You got anything you want to plug it out? Alex Options. You do really good over there.
So what's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, so I say, I mean, we're on Twitter too. We've got Discord links in our Twitter bios if you want to join and come hang out. We did implement a strat test, and I could talk about some of that feedback real quick. People don't like it. Turns out
we're going over time. Give me a 2-minute synopsis of what this thing. Why are people hating it?
Because they can't pass it, because they don't know the strat as well as they think they do, and they're coming after me in force. So just learn the strat. We're just trying to educate. We're just trying to educate you guys.
No, I like it, and I'm sure the test is just basic strat stuff. And
it is such basic,
and it's good. I like it though. I like it. I think it's not a barrier. I think it's definitely a gate that if you're really going to do this, you put in the work, and and that's good. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, hopefully we have you on some more. That was awesome. This is the StratSoldier with the weekend shift. Thanks for coming on, man. It was fun. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
All right, this is StratSoldier with the weekend shift. Peace.